Right guys, welcome back to 𝘠𝙗𝑠 Performance, and this is a different style of video. We're always striving to do something different, try something new, and this is it. So we're going to give you a bit of an update. It's a Friday and we're in the workshop. I just thought I'd run through some of the projects that you may or may not have seen in some of the videos previously. Behind us we've got Kerry's Mark III RS. Now this was running 828 I think horsepower at one point. Hey? Oh, right. Oh well, a Mark III RS. See, this is the unedited version, so we can include that. So it is a Mark II RS. I clearly need a new set of glasses. So a Mark II RS, 828-ish horsepower, ran at Horsham developments. I'm going to struggle with this version, aren't I? Anyway, for those of you who haven't guessed, Kerry cannot leave things alone. Now, Kerry doesn't really use this vehicle, and I know that we caused a lot of controversy in the last video by saying, is this the world's fastest, with some question marks. It was designed that way. Bit of clickbait. We know it's probably not the world's fastest because, well, Charlie's car's probably the fastest Focus Mark II that you'll ever clap your eyes on. So there's a new turbo to go on this car. Now, if you'd watched the previous video, you'll know that we're not so keen on this job, but it's Kerry's car and who cares? So, yeah, stay tuned for some content on that. It's not as simple as you may think. This turbo is ginormous. You will have seen it in the thumbnail. Right, we'll take a bit more of a walk around the workshop. This Ranger here is, yeah, static at the minute. One of those things that don't go quite to plan. Obviously, we've got Jamie here. He's really called Jamie, but he can't afford the plate. Then moving swiftly round here, and we've got this Movano 20 plate. This customer's actually had some vehicles tuned with this before, and he's decided that he really liked it, so he's decided to do a few more with this. So this is one of them, and just to give you a bit of an insight that not everything is done via OBD on every single vehicle, because it's not always the case. So I'm sure for those of you who really get irritated by this, we've got some tools here on the front. Yeah.
They've even made me a little shelf of bolts, look, it's great.
Yeah, that really irritates people on YouTube, you know that, Ben?
Yeah.
So, Ben's removed the ECU. Was this actually ECU apart, or was it just enabled?
Is it going to be when I get it off?
Oh, it's not off yet. Anyway, we'll skirt over that anyway. I'll leave you to it, Ben. Right. Some of you may or may not have actually seen this car. Now this is Ben's, can't remember what we called it, shitbox, is it, Ben? What did we call it? No, I mean, what did we call this series? I can't even remember. Shed. Staff sheds. So this is Ben's staff shed. It's not really a shed. It's not that far off being a proper car. But Ben was actually given this by a close family friend, and we abused it. Well, Ben abused it. He lowered it down to the ground, tried to go Euro, was going to do an engine swap and all that malarkey, but we thought it's been stored away in the corner for about 4 years now, unloved, untouched. So we dusted it off, took the car cover off, and we're going to resurrect it pretty much. So that's the first one of the shit boxes. By now you may have seen the second version of this staff shed thing, which is my shed. Watch that video. So, purple RS, yes. The more astute of you may have spotted this underneath the covers. Yes, it is here. Again, on the ramp. Now, I know that many of you will know that how pissed off both Ben and I are with this car. It's got no engine in it now. We actually helped someone out with an engine, and that's why this has got no engine in it anymore. So I've created a problem by solving a problem, but it's my problem to deal with, so whatever. It is what it is. Now, we've also got in the workshop here behind us a Mark II Focus RS that's come in for some engine work, and when it landed... You're going to swear in a minute?
Yeah.
Ben's going to swear in a minute. What do you want to say? Fuck, shit, bollocks. Right, okay, there you go. We've got Mark II Focus RS that landed with us this week. We're waiting on Nick's car to land with us as well, so that's going to be here alongside Kerry's monstrous RS. So we're going to have two of our most powerful cars here. But we've got Mark II Focus RS that's landed. Another white one, oddly enough. We seem to get a lot of white ones for engine work. That's actually having a forged engine, some upgraded cams and some other bits and bobs. The customer rang earlier this week and said he wants to add a big turbo kit and some other bits on it. So that might be something that we video as well. We just need to get some feedback off you guys as to what you want to see. But I'm going to take you outside now just to make life difficult for Lee, because that's how we like to do it. And we're going to see this C63. This is take number 2, so at least we know where it is. For those of you that didn't know, we do surface refinishing on discs for the higher end vehicles, and this is one of those said vehicles. It's a C63 AMG, but this is actually the estate version. So in certain instances you can actually get away with refinishing the disc on the vehicle. Now this benefits you in so many different ways. You will have seen in some of the previous videos, if I remember I'll put a link somewhere up here, but it actually means that you get rid of that brake judder and vibration that you can sometimes get. These are approved by many main dealers. This Skim My Disc, you can find them online and find your nearest location. But basically it's done on the vehicle. The recommendation is at the same time that you change the pads. However, this gentleman here was doing basically all 4 discs, so he didn't actually change the pads, so he's just got to bed those back in. There is one final thing back inside here. Now that's Al's car. This car's sold to a trader, this one here, so that's waiting to go out. And then we've got this orange car here. Now this is a hell of a thing, to be fair. It's one of the first times we've seen this where it actually picked up on every single journal, every single rod journal, and it had ruined the engine. But at the same time, unfortunately, it actually ruined the turbo. As we've said time and time before, it's not just one thing that you've got to check, it's everything. Which is why at the same time we check the clutch and flywheel and we check the turbocharger. So we've installed a replacement engine in this car. It's a standard engine but with a block mod, so hopefully this won't crack a liner after having all this work done. This now is just waiting for the turbo to come back. We had to install the engine. Normally we'd wait for the turbo to come back and then install the whole lot as one to save a bit of time, but on this occasion we've decided that we just needed to crack on, because, to let you know, we've probably got about 7 or 8 engines to build, including some that you'll see in the background here that are going to be shipped off, some waiting vehicles in the workshop to do, and yeah, just go from there. So if you haven't already, then consider subscribing if you like this sort of content. Hit that bell icon to stay notified, and please give us a thumbs up if this is the sort of stuff that really entertains you, because it's really difficult to gauge exactly what you want. Comment down below if you've got to leave a comment. If you're frustrated by Ben leaving stuff on a scuttle panel, then please do feel free to comment in the description below. But for now I'm going to sign out, and hopefully we'll do this again maybe next week. Maybe we'll do a whole week of this stuff. But anyway, this is BD unedited for you, and I hope you enjoy. Stay tuned, stay safe, and we'll see you soon.